With as bad as it's been going for Disney the past several years, most people expected that Strange World would disappoint at the box office. But I'm not sure how many people thought it would be this bad, historically bad. And it's not just me telling you that, it's everybody, including the people in the mainstream media that are being forced to admit that this is a complete and total box office failure and will lose hundreds of millions of dollars for Disney because they decided, instead of entertaining people, instead of being a family brand, that they were going to insert woke identity politics, that they were going to try to sexualize your kids, that they were going to have a not so secret gay agenda at each and every opportunity. And now finally with Strange World, we're seeing the culmination of all of that play out, and it is historically bad for them. Strange World is a historic bomb for Disney on a weak Thanksgiving box office weekend. And now the estimates right now from Hollywood are that it's going to lose approximately $150 million. That's their estimation. Now, it could be worse than that, to be very, very honest with you. It could be worse than that for Disney, but this right now is what the mainstream media thinks is the doomsday scenario. Strange World to lose $147 million. And it's gotten so bad that families are walking out of the theater. Families do not want their children to be indoctrinated. And in some cases, kids are even saying, you know what? I'm just done with this. Can we fucking leave? So even the people that did decide to go, the very small amount of people that was, they said, you know what? I'm out. Not for me. Let's get out of here. Stop making everything sexual. Americans slammed Disney for trying to teach kids about sexual preferences in its first cartoon with a gay main character, as $180 million movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal bombs at the box office. This thing ended up making just under $19 million. $19 million for the Thanksgiving weekend, the 5-day Thanksgiving haul. And for the normal weekend, the traditional weekend, it made less than $12 million. A pathetic, historically bad bomb for Disney. This will lose over $100 million. This will lose nearly $150 million for Disney. And a lot of people are calling this garbage out. Disney has another flop on its hands as the animated, made-for-kids adventure Strange World proves a dud at the box office as moviegoers criticize it for what they see as forcing progressive ideology in a children's movie. The cartoon, starring a voice cast including Jake Gyllenhaal, Dennis Quaid, Gabrielle Union, and Lucy Liu, features Daily Show contributor Jacoby Young-White as the voice of what's been heralded as Disney's first openly gay character. You know, when they decide to go out and make these movies, specifically advertises, hey, these are gay movies. This is a movie that's made for and by gay people. This is what we want to preach. They're bombing at the box office. It's almost like people don't want to go there to be preached to be pandered to. It doesn't matter whether it's targeted towards children like this. It doesn't matter if it's something like Bros that's clearly aimed at an adult audience. People are not going out to support this garbage. And it's not because the characters happen to be gay. It's because that is the only thing that people cared about when they decided to make these movies. That's what they want you to take away from it. And we heard from Disney themselves. They're not so secret gay agenda that they know the area, the time frame where children are most vulnerable. And that's what they're going to target. They said it themselves. The executives in those leaked Zoom calls. That's what Disney said. And that's what they're doing. Bob Chapek certainly didn't put a stop to that, did he? Strange World looks set to not even clear $20 million at the Thanksgiving weekend box office on the gargantuan budget. It may even finish below the studio's Treasure Planet flop. And again, in 2002, ticket prices were about $5.80, like 2.5 times less, almost 3 times less than they are now. That's how bad this is. Look at some of these reactions. Many have used the box office numbers to cite this an example of Disney's attempt to go woke, get broke. Well, I would say get woke, go broke, but that's just me. A Rotten Tomatoes reviewer wrote, if I want to teach my kids about sex or sexual preferences at 7 or 8, I do it in my home. I don't need a Disney movie to help me out with it. Stop making it all sexual. It's unbelievable. First Lightyear, now Strange World. Disney and Pixar releasing woke flops one after the other. How many box office bombs before Disney learns? Disney's 2 budget busters, Black Panther and Strange World, overpromised and underperformed during Thanksgiving. It should have posted record sales but totally bombed. Disney once again proved woke equals broke. There's our man, Eric July, the Ripaverse, Young Ripa 59. Disney's new movie Strange World is flopping earning less than $24 million over 5 days against its $180 million box office budget. Mainstream curators don't care about these projects being successful so long as they spite the audience and their ideological enemies. What about this? Every time Get Woke, they had that Brianna Wu quote where she was bragging that this will piss off traditional families, this will piss off families, it'll piss off conservatives. Yeah. Nobody went to see it. Pathetic. Here you go from Patrick Bet David. Took the kids to the movies today to see a Disney cartoon called Strange World. Within 10 minutes, my son said, "Dad, I got no desire to watch this movie. Can we leave?" And we left. The leaders at Disney have forgotten who the paying customer is. Families are not going to support this anymore. Now, some people are saying, well, it's because the marketing, and we even talked about that. You know, a couple months before this came out, it seemed like marketing was a little bit lax, almost like Disney knew this was going to flop potentially, almost like they knew it was going to lose $150 million regardless of whether they market it or not. Now, I will say this, in the month leading up to this, I saw a lot of fucking advertisement for this on all the Disney platforms, on ESPN, on everything you could possibly imagine. This was everywhere. So they certainly ramped up the advertisement before they decided to release this thing. So I don't even know if you can really blame that. I just think with what we've seen with Encanto, with Lightyear, with those two animated movies that have flopped, families are leaving Disney. This is what happens when you attack families, when you attack parents. That's what Disney did, at least here in the state of Florida, and they made it clear with these leaked Zoom calls. I think that's the biggest thing, that everybody heard what Disney's not so secret gay agenda is and what they want to do to your kids. And after people heard that, it's really tough for a lot of people to support Disney anymore. And this movie is certainly proving to be one of the worst flops that Disney has ever released. People walking out of the theater, that's how bad it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.